Daniel Negreanu is looking down at pocket jacks.
Phil lock, and it messes with my, when I start with Phil, it's like, you can't even, it's like, you're there, it's micro magnesium, it's like.
Micro magnesium?
Speaking of magnesium,
speaking of magnesium.
If you have a strip of magnesium and you light it, it will go out very quickly because it super consumes nitrogen, but if you feed it a continuous stream of nitrogen, the magnesium actually stays lit.
Okay, we've got a raise and a re-raise.
Then you have a flare of, if you can keep feeding nitrogen into a tube, the flame will never go out as long as nitrogen keeps getting fed, because magnesium burns through nitrogen, not oxygen.
What a story.
I just love the line, speaking of magnesium.
Speaking of magnesium.
Pre-flop, this is the classic strong versus speculative clash you get all the time in deep cash games. The flop is about as good as it gets for Negreanu. He smashes it with top set on a relatively dry board, while Vanessa has only ace-high with backdoor hearts and a few runner-runner straight possibilities. When she checks, Negreanu fires 4,500, a sizing that keeps his range wide and lets worse hands continue. Vanessa's call is a float plus equity. She is not beating much yet, but her hand can improve on a lot of turns. She picks up the nut flush draw, so now her ace-9 has real equity against all of Negreanu's value range. She checks again, and Negreanu keeps telling the story with a 9,200 barrel. From his perspective, he still wants calls from overpairs, and exactly the kind of strong draws Vanessa now has. Her second call is mandatory. She is getting a good price, has 15 outs against an overpair, and can potentially bluff rivers if checked to. The river bricks everything for her and quietly locks up the pot for Negreanu. When she checks a third time, Negreanu goes for full value with a 28,000 bet, polarizing his range to monsters and bluffs.
Really? God, I really don't know what to do here. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Vanessa folds.
Nice hand.
I'm so curious what you had there.
I really didn't believe you.
Huh? Nice
I'm
fold.
so curious
Not
what
very
you
much.
had.
Not very much.
Nice fold. 20 seconds though and shift it in.
Shipped it in.
Is that what? That's what I should have done. That would have been the.
No, I'm serious.
It's gonna fold 3 jacks.
You didn't have to.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down at ace-jack offsuit.
Playing mean now. No position. Es muy importante. See? Oh,
Don't tell him.
You have the position already. Don't waste it. Use it.
I think the
It's an advantage for you.
I think the driver's coming out.
Is the driver? Well, you don't have to use the driver. You can lay up. You can lay up once in your life, Sergio. Use a 3-wood sometime. Keep it in the fairway. No. Okay, see? In the fairway.
3-wood.
Lay up.
He's gonna lay up?
Lay up.
Pre-flop, this is one of those quiet, small pot spots that Negreanu loves to turn into a clinic. The flop lands better for Negreanu than for Sergio as expected. Negreanu flops second pair, top kicker on a dryish texture. When Negreanu checks, it is that trademark Negreanu pot control, undeuce line. With a hand that is often best but not thrilled to play for 3 streets on this board, the turn bricks for both of them, but a lot of Sergio's potential floats or random overcards are now drawing thin, and Negreanu's jacks are now beating even more of Sergio's range. After the check on the flop, Negreanu seizes the initiative and fires 150,000. This is a classic delayed continuation bet. He represents a king, a jack, or even a slow-played monster while targeting exactly the sort of hand Sergio has, a stubborn one-pair bluff catcher that does not want to fold immediately. Sergio's call with 8s reflects that thinking. The river is horrible for Sergio's range and beautiful for Negreanu's story. All the big card stuff Negreanu represents has either stayed ahead or improved, and a bunch of draws get there too. When Negreanu bets 225,000 into a swollen pot, it is a very credible value bet, and it also leverages the fact that Sergio's line caps him around exactly what he has, a medium-strength pair that hates its life.
I hit something, but I lose with so many hands. Fold.
Good fold.
See, if you hit driver before the flop, you'd be out of the tournament.
said fold.
Yeah. Yeah. If you hit driver, you would be out. No good. No good.
I know, I got a match.
You would have been out.
Showed an 8.
If you hit the driver,
Shows ace jack.
you laid up, and now you still have a chance to, you know, compete in the tournament.
To play the next hole.
See, I'm already coaching you on your golf game.
I laid up, I still have a chance to play the next hole.
Yes, exactly, right? But if you would have hit it OB or put it in the water, you're finished.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down at pocket sixes. Pre-flop, everything is completely routine and quietly sets up a nasty river spot. Negreanu opens the standard with his image and stack. Seaver flats on the button with Jack 8, a classic see a flop in position hand. Brunson comes along from the blinds getting a good price, fishing for the flush draw flop. No one is getting out of line here, but the pot is already multi-way, which means post-flop decisions have to respect the extra player and the extra strength that implies.
I'd like to see a king, 9, and a 7, with the 9 of clubs and the 7 of clubs.
On this flop, Negreanu's sixes are in that awkward but very profitable c-bet zone.
Pretty close.
A second pair that wants value from worse pairs and draws, and badly wants to deny equity to overcards and random backdoors. His 5,500 bet does both. Seaver's call with top pair and backdoors is very standard. He's ahead of all Negreanu's bluffs and a chunk of his thin value range, and he has position. The turn is a classic range card for Negreanu and a pretty gross one for his actual hand. It improves his perceived range, but it also means his pocket sixes are now squarely in bluff catcher territory. Still, once Brunson checks, Negreanu's second barrel for 11,000 is logically consistent. He can still get value from smaller pairs and flush draws, and he represents all the strong queens that Seaver has far fewer of. The river is the card that flips the script completely. Every obvious draw bricks, the clubs miss, weird straight ideas miss, but Seaver's actual hand improves to top 2, and a lot of his sticky call twice holdings improve or stay comfortably ahead of sixes. Negreanu's check on the river is good gain flow. After bet into resistance, checking says, I have exactly a medium hand that is done betting, and invites Seaver to polarize. Seaver does exactly that with a 40,000 bet. From Negreanu's perspective, that sizing coming after 2 calls in a 3-way pot is screaming value. If Seaver wanted to turn a missed club draw into a bluff, he could choose a smaller size to fold out Negreanu's ace highs and 5x, 8x.
Weird. It's kind of it's a cool hand, man. Whatever you got, it's fun. I like it. Good stuff. Good job. Well done.
Only if you make the wrong decision.
I'm trying to figure out what you have. Okay, so I'm going to go over it right here. Okay. There's a lot of draws to like missed, right? There's like 6 7s, there's like 3 4s, clubs, all kinds. Like 9 10 of clubs would be sick, like super sick. Jack river, gutter ball straight. Okay, I feel like you think I'm gonna call, right? So 40, why? Kind of out there. I'm confusing myself. I was gonna call for sure right away.
Until you went through the analysis and
then
you
I'm
fell
like-
into my brain.
Fell into Phil Luck's brain. Phil Luck's brain. Okay, what do you have? What do you have? What the hell do you have? You don't have 8s, because that would be silly to bet. Why would you bet with an 8? Unless it was a jack of clubs and an 8 of clubs. Oh, that would suck for me so bad. Okay, think. Use what you got left. So like to give this hand to somebody else to make the decision. What do you got, Scott Seaver? Can't figure it out. 9 10 of clubs?
Ace 6 of clubs.
Hang on. Wait, that could be a lie. One sec. It's a lie! Lie, for sure. I know that's a lie. Guaranteed. You just lied to me. Say it again. You have what? Ace 6 of clubs? You have Ace 6 of clubs? Is that what you have? Liar. What a liar. So lying. I know it for sure. Oh. It's okay. You were trying to tell me you have a hand that... If you put me on that. Yeah, I'm folding.
After the rain delay, Daniel folds.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait to see
I
it.
put him on Jack 8.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down on pocket aces. Pre-flop, this is the classic trap where one player thinks he is peeling light and instead steps right into a vice. Negreanu raises to 450,000. It is a chunky open, and that alone should already scream strength in this spot. George defends with Queen 10 suited. On paper, it is not insane. He has position, a hand that can flop top pair or strong draws, and he probably assumes Negreanu is opening wide. The flop comes 10-3 king with 2 clubs. From George's seat, this is the kind of board that looks playable but is silently dangerous. He has middle pair with queen kicker against a normal open that could be a standard continue, especially in position. Negreanu fires 400,000. That sizing is telling. It is not a tiny range bet, it is a big, old school, I have it continuation. With aces, he is not afraid of building a pot. The turn is the 7 of spades. Negreanu's strong hands are still strong. Kings, aces, ace-king, maybe king-queen all love this card. Very few of Negreanu's bluffs improve in a meaningful way. When Negreanu now moves all in, he is doing exactly what great players do with overpairs in these structures. Shove before the river kills action. He knows that if he just bets small and gets called, any club, queen, jack, or scary river freezes him and lets George realize all of his equity for cheap. By jamming turn into a pot that is already inflated, he puts tremendous pressure on all the middling hands that called flop.
He faults. I had you beat. Good cards.
I'm happy with my fold.
Yeah.
It was hard though.
The pot was good. I'm like, I'll take it, but if you call, you call. You have to get there.
Did you have it pre-flop or you hit the king?
I had both. I had what you're supposed to have there. A pair of aces I had. Aces were good, right?
Now let's see how Negreanu pushes his luck to the lit on the very next hand.
All in.
Call. All in?
Huh?
Call.
Oh, we got one. I'm happy with my hand. I had suited, I had a king. A lot going on there. You move in, I call this time anyway. I was just saying, screw it. Okay, we need a hat.
At least one heart on the flop would be good. For Daniel.
George needs the best hand to hold up to survive. The flop has a 5 and a 10 on it.
Oh, we got pairs, he's got pairs, we all got pairs. We all got 3 hearts, 3 diamonds. Pretty close race. 50-50.
Not sure the math there works, but you gotta believe it first, and Daniel really believes it.
The turn card is the 3 of diamonds.
That didn't help me at all. Quite the opposite, frankly.
5 of spades! Oh! Daniel wins!
That was lucky.
I just wanted clear that I clearly outplayed you in our all-in pots. Obviously.
Kid Poker is in the final.
All right. Sorry, bro. That was ugly.
Negreanu is holding pocket 5s and he's raising to 95,000. He's up against the legends Tom Dwan with pocket 9s and Phil Ivey with pocket 10s.
Over to Tom Dwan.
That's not a hand Dwan would fold, not against Daniel, and definitely not in a $250,000 buy-in. Tom looks like he's thinking, I'm pretty sure he shouldn't flat and trap, but rather crank up the pressure early.
Dwan has just made a call with pocket 9s. Perhaps at another time he might have raised. Oh, check this out. Phil Ivey's picked up pocket 10s.
Yeah, I'm
and
pretty
he's
surprised.
Just called.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised by the flat call from Phil. It's usually a spot where you'd like to squeeze, especially the fact that he's on the button. It's going to look pretty fishy and quite possibly have someone play back at him.
Mike Haxton folds.
The flop comes 3 queen 6, 2 spades. Negreanu opened with pocket 5s, whiffed the flop completely, and now he's first to act on this board, with Dwan and Ivey behind him, who are not exactly known for playing nice when they smell weakness.
Misses all of them. A check from Daniel. This will be interesting.
I don't think any of the 3 of them are going to be too thrilled with that flop, to be honest. Queen's certainly in the calling range of Tom and Phil. Hands like King Queen, Ace Queen. I expect Phil will just check this back as well.
Phil does. We'll see a turn.
The turn is the 4 of clubs, and things are starting to line up for some sneaky draws. No one took a stab on the flop, which means this pot's still up for grabs, and Negreanu knows it.
And given the fact that he was a pre-flop aggressor, both players have checked back the flop.
He does take a stab.
Dwan isn't just thinking about his cards. He's scanning Daniel and Phil like he's picking up frequencies. These guys are playing poker on a different level. Every glance, every pause, every chip toss. There's a language here only the elite understand, and Dwan is fluent.
I think Tom is more than happy to peel one here with 9s. He's got to assume that Daniel's going to bet a queen on the flop there.
Now, he's got his eye on both Daniel and Phil, looking at across the table to both players, and he smooth calls here. So round to Phil Ivey, and this is a tough spot.
Even though he does have the best hand, it's probably correct to fold.
Yeah, well, Phil Ivey kind of stuck there. Tom Dwan now eyes only on Daniel Negreanu, and the river's a 2 of hearts.
And Daniel gets there.
Oh, Daniel checking. He's going to try and trap him. And look at this, it might work. Dwan reaching for chips.
I check.
Oh, wow, Tom Dwan checks. Daniel not happy.
I don't bet my friend, you know? I don't bet my friend.
Wow, Dwan's really relieved.
Set. We have a straddle.
Okay.
What's this?
This is $28.
$28?
$28.
Pre-flop, this is Negreanu's dream scenario. Pocket aces on a loose table and Viffer in the blinds doing Viffer things.
If you check, I'm going to bet this one. I'm going to Barry G it.
All right. I don't want to check then.
Oh, I'm going to probably raise you.
The flop comes a board that quietly does both players a favor.
That's not even a check. That's like just a waste of space.
Viffer hits bottom pair with backdoor spades, just enough to feel involved, while Negreanu's aces are still comfortably ahead of all the random one pair and draw heavy holdings Viffer can show up with.
How much is that?
54.
That pre-flop 400 is already out there, and now Negreanu bumps it to 5,400, essentially saying, if your dark action meant anything, prove it. The turn brings a real problem card for Negreanu. Viffer now picks up a live flush draw on top of his pair, and the board suddenly connects with a lot of the speculative stuff he can have. Negreanu makes it 12,400, a disciplined value bet that also charges all those new draws. Viffer now springs the real pressure.
Why do you always raise me?
You're not really betting. That's not really a bet.
Bumping it to 41,400. That raise is doing two things. With his actual hand, it is semi-bluffing for maximum equity realization, and in terms of image, it is telling Negreanu, I'm not just clicking buttons, I can absolutely have two pair, a set, or a strong combo draw. Folding aces to this guy on this card feels painful.
Interesting card coming.
And with position and stack behind, Negreanu decides to call and take a river.
Oh my God. What are you doing, Viffer? He's mashing my brain into bits.
Missed spades stay missed. 7 to 8 gets there, but is only one of many possible draws.
Oh boy. I really wish you would have bet like 50 or 60,000. Oh, this is gonna be so pansy-like. I'm the biggest pansy of all time. I'm such a chicken, only because you're so creative and tricky and all this funky stuff. You could actually bet 400, hope I make a legit raise, and then just boom, blow me off the hand. And I'm too scared of that. Just flat out, fear. This is just a fear call.
He calls.
That means this will make the highlight reels.
What do you got?
Nothing, of course.
Oh, good. It's good for me. I almost folded, I swear. I really did.
Have a 3.
I almost folded, I absolutely swear. I mean, not on the river, but it's just,